ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यस्य द्विरदवक्त्राद्या पारिषद्या परस्सतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अविघ्नः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र सर्गो वृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोचितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैः ईश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवः अभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिम् आनतोऽस्मि यः स्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारम् एकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतां तमोन्धम संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। With Bhagavan's grace, we will continue partaking the nectarine charitam of Dhruva. We came up to in our last session. We concluded Adhyayam 11 in Skandham 4, and today, with His grace, we will take up Adhyayam 12, which is the concluding Adhyayam in the narration of the Charitam, the story of Dhruva. Just to quickly recap, you all know what happened to Dhruva. He's a 5-year-old boy, and what prompted him to go to the forest, listening, obeying the instruction of his mother, being taught by Narada, and with tremendous determination, Dhruvam, unshakable determination and faith in the teaching, he did 4 months of intense tapas, which even the elders cannot even imagine. That kind of a tapas he did. In the 5th month, Bhagavan gave him darshan, sparshan, sambhashan. In the discussion, Dhruva was so completely in bliss, he did not want to go back. When Swami asked him, "What do you want?" he said, "Swami, you know what is in my mind. Why do you test me?" And Bhagavan said, "No, I know, but see, I need to hear from you what you say." And then he said that I want to be only with you. Then Bhagavan said, that is not possible because the Trikarana Suddhi, Manas, Vak, Kayam, mind, speech, and body action. The mind and the body action were in unison. The mind wanted to get Bhagavan Srimad Narayana's blessing because his mother told him to, in order for him to sit on his father's lap. So he did the tapas, which is what the body did. But the word he spoke was not in consonant with that. So Swami said, he gave him tremendous, then he said, you got to go back because they're not aligned. Trikarana Suddhi is not there. And the majority of them, 2 versus 1, was in the line of, in the direction of, you have to go back. But the beauty is, Bhagavan's grace is such that Dhruva did not resist. He did not argue. He did not discuss. He immediately said, Swami, if that is what your will, I'll carry it out. Karishye vachanam tava, as Arjuna says. Bhagavan was so pleased when this young boy, after such an intense tapas, and having been in bliss itself, was willing to give all that up in order to carry out the command of Bhagavan. So he showered so much blessing on him. And he said, go back, rule the kingdom, spread the sacredness, the sanctity of Namasparana, he said. And devotion, bhakti, be an example. And then, when your life is over, rule the kingdom. Then I'll call you. Then I'll give you the most exalted place in the universe, around which all the stars, the galaxies, the whole universe is revolving around them. And that, because Swami was so pleased, he immediately carried out his order. So he came back. Now, interestingly, just to quickly recall, what happened, his brother Uttama was killed by an Yaksha. And when Uttama was killed, his mother Suruchi also died. So Dhruva went into a ferocious battle against the Yakshas. Even though an Yaksha killed his son, his brother, he went on a ferocious battle and literally killed thousands and thousands of them. So they all ran back in absolute fear. Then Swayambhuva Manu comes and advises. The grandfather advises Dhruva. Listen, then gives him the truth, the teaching of what the truth is. What Bhagavan says in Sankhya Yogam, when he teaches Arjuna in the beginning, about the teaching about the truth, what this Atma is, right? Unchangeable, indestructible, etc. And then after teaching him all that, he told Dhruva, you did not, the brother Uttama was not killed by Yaksha. That was Bhagavan's ordained kalam. It is his design. Understand it that way. And then when he explained to him and gave him the proper perspective, and he said, give up this anger. It is your worst enemy. Worst enemy. This anger, give it up. It doesn't suit you. Then immediately Dhruva understood. He listened to that advice and gave up his anger. This is a great achievement. Now, for us to understand, some of us are blessed to have Bhagavan Darshan, Sparshan and Sambhashan. That does not immediately mean I get released from the cycle of birth and death. I have to give up the internal enemies first, then control my mind, which is what Parikshit we saw in Bhagavata Vahini. Parikshit was doing that. Mind has to be extinguished, controlled. And then finally, ahamkaram has to be given up, the feeling of separation. That is the teaching that now Kubera is going to give him. Okay, from Slokam 1 to 9, very quickly I gave you that. I gave a summary of where we were and what Kubera is going to do. So with Bhagavan's grace, we'll take up Slokams 1 through 9, and where Kubera comes and blesses Dhruva. Okay? Maitreya uvacha Nivrittam pratibudhya vaisasat apeta manyum Bhagavan dhaneswaraha tatra agataha charana yaksha kinnaraihi samstuyamanaha abhyavatat krita anjalim. Dhruvam nivrittam pratibudhya vaisasat apeta manyum bhagavan dhaneswarah tatra agatah charana yaksha kinnaraihi samstuyamanah abhyavatat Kruta Anjalim. Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya said, Apeta Manyum, giving up without anger, one who has deserted, one who has decoupled from anger. Okay. Apeta Manyum, sans anger. Vaisasat Nivrittam. Vaisasat, from the battlefield, Nivrittam, one who has come back. Because Swayambhuva Manu advised him right to the battlefield. Remember that. So from there, after giving up the anger, he has returned. Vaisasat Nivrittam, one who has returned from the battlefield. Dhruvam, to that Dhruvan. Pratibuddhya, knowing him such that he has given up the anger. Dhaneswaraha, Kuberan. Agataha, he came there, coming there. Charana yaksha kinnaraihi samstuyamanaha, being worshipped. Kubera is being worshipped by Charanas, Yakshargal and Kinnarasgal, being worshipped by them. Krita Anjalim Abhyavatat. Krita Anjalim Dhruvam Krita Anjalim Abhyavatat. To that Dhruvan, he did Namaskaram. Anjalim, when we say both the palms together, that is Anjali, Krita, doing that. So doing Namaskaram, Abhyavatat, he spoke to him. The Kubera is, why does he give Namaskaram to him? Because this is what happened. In that Purushottam says, where, and as Swami Desikan says in Dayasadakam, if you have had the darshan of Bhagavan, the Devas will come and fall at your feet. Bhagavan's darshan is so sacred, not easily obtained. Devas will come and fall at your feet, at your command. So Kubera does that, comes and immediately does obeisance to Dhruva. Dhruvam nivrat Maitreya Uvacha. Dhruvam nivratam pratibudhya vaisasat apeta manyum Bhagavan dhaneswaraha tatra agatah charana yaksha kinnaraihi samstuyamanah abhyavatat kritanjalim. Dhanada Uvacha now speaks. O Boho Satriyadayada Tushthosmi te anagha yastvam pitamah adesat vairam dusthyajam atyajah. Dhanada Uvacha. Boho Kshatriyadayada paritushthosmi te anagha yastvam pitamahat pitamah adesat. Okay, bringing it, splitting up. Pitamah adesat vairam tustyajam atyajah. So the padangal are Kshatriyadayada paritushtaha asmi te anagha yaha tvam pitamah adesat dustyajam. So very, very beautiful. He says, oh, the faultless the child of the Kshatriya child, the Kshatriya Dayada, the child, they belong to the Kshatriya Vamsam, Bo, that means Bo, like Bo, Sambho. Like Bo is a very respectful, very happy, cheerful greeting of someone, okay, and reverential way of greeting someone. So he says, Yahatvam Tujjiyam Vairam Yahatvam, the Anagha, the faultless Bo Kshatriya Dayada, by namaskarams to you, reverential greeting to you, a child in the Kshatriya lineage. Yahatvam, which you, dustyajam, very difficult to give up. Enmity and anger. Pitamaha adesat atyajaha, carrying out the command of your grandfather, you gave it up. Hey, your matter with you, Tushtaha asmi. I'm very, very pleased, he says. I'm very pleased because you carried out the command of your father or grandfather and gave up anger, which is very difficult to give up. So I'm very pleased with you. Dhanada uvacha bho bhoho kshatriyadayada paritushthosmi te anagha yastvam pitamaha adesat vairam dustyajam atyajah. Number 3. Na bhavan avadit yakshan na bhavan avadit yakshan na yaksha bhrataram tava kalayeva hi bhutanam prabhu apyaya bhavayo. Na bhavan avadit yakshan na yaksha bhrataram tava kalayeva hi bhutanam prabhu apyaya bhavayo. Number 3. It's a very beautiful thing. Basically, he says, you did not kill the Yaksha did not kill your brother also. It is time, Bhagavan, in the form of time. He is the one who actually carries out the birth and death. Okay? That carries out, means responsible for it. Okay? So, Bhavan, you, Yakshane, all the Yakshargalai, na avadit, you did not kill the Yakshargal, na avadit, that did not kill Bhavan, Yakshan, na avadit, you did not kill the Yakshargal. Yakshaha, the plural, remember, Yakshaha, Bhrataram tava, okay? Na Yaksha Bhrataram tava, Yakshaha tava Bhrataram, na avadit. Yakshargal, tava Bhrataram, your brother, na avadit, they did not kill. Because Kalayeva, time, for all the beings, Bhavayoho, Apyaya for the death and Bhavayoho for the birth, Prabhu, the master, the caretaker, the caregiver, the Prabhu, Kalayeva Prabhu for all the death and birth of all the beings. Na bhavan avadhit yakshan na yakshaha bhrataram tava alayeva hi bhutanam prabhu apyaya bhavayoho. Number 4. Aham tvam iti apartha dihi ajnanat purushasyahi swapniva abhati dhyanat yaya bandha viparyayau. Aham iti apartha dihi dhyanat purushasyahi swapniva abhati dhyanat yaya bandha viparyayau. Because of ignorance, man gets a feeling, I, you, and etc. That's the first part of this. And this feeling, I, you, and mine, and all that, like the dream that you experience, the experiences you have in a dream, they are useless. They have no use at all. Okay? And but it appears like that. It is like that only. Which feeling prevents you from realizing the truth? This ignorant feeling, the experience of this ignorance that prevents you from experiencing the truth, that false feeling, attachment to the world, you must give up. You must also seek the freedom from that ignorance. That's basically the meaning of the sloka. Purushasya ajnanat, ignorance of the people, of the being, aham tvam iti, I, you, like this, Swapni iva apartha dihi, the buddhi, the understanding, thinking. Okay? Swapni iva apartha, swapni iva, like the dream, like the swapnam, apartha, it is useless, has no use. So, abhati, it shines like that. The ignorance is shining like that. Bhagavan, remember, Bhagavan is Devasya Dhimahi. Bhagavan is Mahadeva. Always remember that. With the effulgence in all the effulgences, even the ignorance also, that's the way darkness is also shining. Ignorance also is shining. Bhagavan is shining through that. I must look for that. So he says that abhati, that is shining through that ignorance, this false feeling. Yeah, by which feeling, dhyanat, adadhyanat, dhyanat, adadhyanat, which means without realizing the truth. Which feeling prevents you from realizing the truth? Bandha viparjayau. Bandha, the bondage to the world and the attachment and all that. And one, you must give up. That freedom you must, viparjayau, the freedom from that, releasing from that. Okay? And it's understood, the verb is understood that you must seek that freedom from that bondage, giving up that ignorance. It is only that ignorance that gives a feeling, I, you, and all that. Okay? And this is like a dream feeling. It's useless, has no use at all. Aham tvam iti aparthadihi ajnanat purushasya hi swapniva abhati atadhyanat yaya bandha viparyayau. Number 5. Beautiful slokam, unbelievable slokam. We can memorize this. Number 5. So how do you release it? Surrender to Bhagavan. That's the only way you can. Ignorance, even though I say ignorance, go away, it's not going to go away. The only release for ignorance, only release from the worldly attachment and the attachment to Bhagavan, the freedom from birth and death cycle is surrender to, because he is the Mokshadata. That's what given here. It's a beautiful slokam, very simple Sanskrit. Tad gaccha dhruvam bhadram te bhagavantam adhokshajam sarvabhutatma bhavena sarvabhutatma vigraham. Gaccha dhruvam bhadram te, tad gaccha dhruvam, tad gaccha dhruva is addressing, tad gaccha, go there, tad gaccha, where he's going to say, tad gaccha dhruva bhadram te bhagavantam adokshajam sarvabhutatma bhavena sarvabhutatma vigraham. Sarvabhutatma vigraham bhagavantam adokshajam bhutatma bhavena tadgacha bhadram. This is beautiful slokam, my God. Unbelievable. So he says, Dhruva, he addresses Dhruva, Tat. Therefore, you have to give up that, get the freedom, seek it. Okay, so he says, without the feeling of I and you, that is, now he's talking about ahamkaram, how you should give it up. This is important teaching, final teaching. Okay, you should give it up. And how you do that? Tat. Therefore, a dhruva, sarvabhutatma vigraham. Vigraham means immediately we think of Vigraham in the temple. No, every one of us, every one being our enemies, friends, trees, blade of grass, even a cockroach, everything is a Vigraham of Bhagavan, a gross body of Bhagavan. Vigraham, please understand that, okay? So, Sarvabhuta Atma, in all these, the indweller is Sarvabhutatma Vigraham, the indweller in all the gross manifestations, Bhagavantam, the most shining, blissful one, Adokshajam, effulgent like a lightning. That Bhagavan is Dhruva Sarvabhutatma Bhavena Gacha. Gacha. Sarvabhutatma Bhavena. See, Sarvabhutatma Vigraham, Bhagavan is there appearing in front of me in all the Vigrahams that I see, not only in the temple. Don't limit Bhagavan only to the temple. Everything is Bhagavan. So, Sarvabhutatma Bhavena, with that Bhavam, surrender to him. This is Viswarupa surrender. Viswarupa Saranagati. Okay, this is the guy. Bhagavan is present in everything. Okay, so he says, Dhruva Tat, therefore, Sarva Bhutatma Vigraham, Bhagavantam Adokshidam. That's Sriman Narayana, that whatever name you give, that Bhagavan, that entity who's present in everything and shining without stop. Even, there's not everything is effulgent. That Devasya Vargaha is what Gayatri Mandaram says. Okay, that effulgence, Dhimahi, I meditate. Right? So that Sarvabhuta Atma Vigraham Bhagavantam Adokshadam Sarvabhutatma Bhavena. Who Bhagavan is present in everything with that feeling. Mind should be focused that way. That Bhavam Gacha. To his lotus feet. Te Bhadram. All auspiciousness be unto you. So beautiful teaching. Tad Gacha Dhruva Bhadram Te Bhagavantam Adokshadam Sarva Bhutatma Bhavena Sarva Bhutatma Vigraham. Worth memorizing and repeating it, every day. Number 6. Vrunihi kamam nripa yan manogatam mattaha tvam autana pade avisangitah varam vararah ambuja nabha padayoh anantaram tvam vayam anga susruma. Once Bhagavan is pleased with you, all the Devas, everybody comes and falls at your feet waiting for your command. Okay, Purushottam itself says, okay, everybody is under your control. He's waiting for your command. Always remember that. Vrunihi kamam nripayan manogatam mattaha tvam autana pade avisankitah varam varargah ambujanabha padayoho anantaram. That's what anantara means, very close. Very close. In Tamil we say very neringiya. Okay, so proximity it is. To whom? Ambujanabha padayoho. One who is very close to the lotus feet of Bhagavan is what he is saying. Varam vararha ambujanabha padayoho anantaram tvam. You are like this. Vayam anga susruma. Okay, let us see. He says, number 7. Oh, no, number 6 I missed. Sorry, 6 I missed. Let's go to 6 first. Bhajasva bhajaniya angrim abhavaya bhavachidam yuktam virahitam satya gunamayya atmamayaya. Bhajasva bhajaniya angrim abhavaya bhavachidam yuktam virahitam satya gunamayya atmamayaya. He says, now, previous lokam he said, surrender to Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, the Bhagavantam Adokshadam, Sarvabhutatma Vigraham, Sarvabhuta Atma Bhavena Gacha is what he says. Now here he says 6. That lotus feet of Bhagavan is Bhajaniyangrim, that is the most worshipable. And Bhavachidam, he removes the samsara sagaram, the bondage of the death and birth cycle. And Gunamaya, Atmamayaya, Satya, Yuktam, Gunamaya, the one, the whole Pravancham is nothing but the 3 gunas. We have covered that many times. That's what universe is all about. So it's full of the 3 gunangal only. Right? Satvik, Tamas and Rajasic. Those are the three things that are in play. Nothing else. then that Atmaya Saktiya Yuktam, the Gunangal are there because Bhagavan's Atmaya, and with that, even though they're all there because of Bhagavan's Sakti only, he is Virahitam, he is not attached to it. That Bhagavan, Abhavaya Bhajasva, Abhavaya, to remove, to free yourself from the cycle of birth and death. Bhajasva, Bhajasva, not just worship. Worship with love in your mind, exclusively. The first one is surrender. Second thing is seeking this moksham. We don't have to seek anything at all from Bhagavan. He himself will give. And so he says, Abhavaya Bhajasva. Okay. So, Bhajasva, Bhajaniya Angrim, Bhajaniya Angrim. Angrim means feet. Bhajaniya, the worshipable feet. Bhavat Chidam, one who removes the samsara sagaram, the bondage of cycle of birth and death. Gunamaya, pervaded by the three gunangal. Atmaya Saktya, that Mayai, that its own Mayai, Yuktam, even though that is the Maya has come from him, has been projected from him, it is not real, but it is projected from him, and it is done it Atma Maya, his own Yoga Maya, as Bhagavan says. Even though it's come from him, he is Virahitam, he is not attached to it, he is separate from it. To him, Abhavaya Bhajasva. So, to remove, for the Maya to go away, I seek the Mayavi. Now, Bhagavan, see, Krishna, the little boy, is hiding behind, always playing hide and seek, hide and seek, hide and seek, everywhere in the universe, to you, to me, to everyone. Okay, he shows himself, but then he also hides. He shows himself in myriad ways. We miss it. But he hides in everything. Everything that happens is Bhagavan only. But he hides behind it. So instead of looking at the creation that is taking place around me, that I am creating, if I look at the Creator, he's like Abhavaya Bhajasva, to him worship. Okay. Bhajasva, Bhajaniya Angrim, Abhavaya Bhavachidam, Yuktam Virahitam Saktya Gunamaya Atmamayaya. Now number 7. 7 is Vrinihi Kamam Nripa Yen Manogatam Mattaha Tvam Autana Pade Avisankitaha Varam Varargaha Ambujanabha Padayoho Anantaram Tvam Vayam Anga Susruma. He says, hey, son of Uttanapada, what is in your mind that Varam? You can ask me without any doubt, clarity and certainty. You ask me the way you feel, and you can get it from me. Okay? By your boon, whatever you want. Because who are you? You are the closest proximity. You are in the proximity of Bhagavan's lotus feet. Because of that, you have earned the deservedness. What we have heard is what he says. The Deva will come and fall at your feet on your command. What should I do, sir? Is what they will ask. Vrinihi kamam nripa. Okay. Autana pade. Son of Uttanapada, a nripa, a king. Yat manogatam. What is in your mind? Varam, that varatai. Avisankitaha, without any doubt. Sandegam illamal, without any doubt. Certain, with certainty. Tvam kamam, as you desire. From me. Vrinihi, you obtain, you can get it. Whatever you want in your mind, you can get it from me with absolute certainty and as you desire. Ambujanabha, Padayoho. Lotus feet, Bhagavan Tiruvadigalai, Kamarai Tiruvadigalai, Ambujanabha, Anantaram, one who has come to the proximity of it. You, Vara, Arham means deservedness. Vararha means one who deserves to get the boon. Vayam Angam Sustruma. We have heard that you are Vararha, you deserve to obtain the Varam. So you ask me whatever you want, he says. Number 8. Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya says, Saha Rajarajena Varaya cha Uditaha Dhruvaha Mahabhagavataha Mahamatihi Harau Saha Varve Achalitam Smrutim Yaya Karati Ayatnena Duratyayam Tamaha. So he asked a beautiful varam. Same thing that Nachiketas asked Yama, okay, in Kathopanishad. Beautiful it is. So he says, Saha Rajarajena Varaya Choditaha Dhruvo Mahabhagavato Mahamatihi Harau Saha Vavre Achalitam Smrutim Yaya Karati Ayatnena Duratyayam Tamaha. He says, because Dhruva is not, having obtained Bhagavan's proximity, naturally you are very wise, you are very intelligent, also highly devoted. So now since he has been inspired, like it is because triggered, Kubera only asked him, ask me, he said, Dhruva did not go after that. Since he was asked by Dhruva to Kubera to ask him, then he says, teach me that bhakti which can cross over the Maya, that is very difficult to cross. Because remember the previous slokam, it says, Atma Mayaya, okay? Bhagavan himself, his own Saktim, right? How do I cross that? So teach me that bhakti is what he says. Which is the Maya is difficult to cross. You teach me that bhakti, he says. Mahamatihi, very intelligent, very wise. Intelligent does not mean IQ. Wisdom. Mahamatihi, Mahabhagavataha, the great devotee. Saha Dhruvaha, that Dhruvan. Raja Rajena Varaya Choditaha. Means, see, like when in a fireplace, you kind of kindle the logs and all that, right? You kind of make it like that. That Raja Rajena Varaya Choditaha, being inspired, okay, being triggered by Kubera to ask for Varam. Saha, Yaya, with which bhakti, Duratyayam Tamaha. Tamaha here means Maya. Okay? Very difficult to cross over that ignorance. Ignorance is so strong in all of us, isn't it? Duratyayam Tamaha, very difficult to cross that ignorance. Ayatnena Tarati. To cross it over very easily. Bhakti will help me do that. Achalitam Harau Smritim. That Achalitam, without unshakable, unshaking, steady, fixed on Harau Smritim, to think of, to Hari, to Sivanarayana, Vishnu, unshakably, constantly, without any change, so steadily. Bhakti Vavre, he waits for that. Waits for him to grant him that bhakti, to teach him that. That bhakti that will help him, that will make him cross over with Maya, with ignorance. And to cross it over, you have to unshakably think only of Bhagavan. That bhakti he sought. So that is slokam 8. Uvacha saha rajarajena varaya choditaha dhruvaha mahabhagavato mahamatihi harau saha vavre achalitam smritim yaya tarati ayatnena duratyayam tamaha. Number 9. Now, tasya pritena manasa tam dattva aidavidaha tataha pasyataha antardhade saha api sapuram prati apapadyata. Tasya pritena manasa tam dattva aidavidaha tataha pasyataha antardhade saha api sapuram prati apapadyata. It's a very simple sentence. Okay. So, tataha, Okay. Aidavidaha is a name for Kubera. Tataha Aidavidaha tena manasa English sentence. Tataha, after that, Aidavidaha Kuberan tena manasa, very pleased, fulfilled with a mindset. Tasya, to that Dhruvan, that bhakti, that mindset, that blessing to have unshakable focus and concentration and love and total exclusive love only for Bhagavan. That Dattva, granting him that. Tasya, while that Dhruvan is looking at him, Dadhe, he disappeared. After granting him that boon, he disappeared while Dhruva was looking at him. Sahapi, the Dhruvan also, his own city, he returned to his own city. Tasya pritena manasa tam dattva aidavidaha tataha pasyataha antardhate sopi swapuram prati apapadyata. Pratyapadyata. Okay, pratyapadyata. He returned to his swapuram, his own city. So Kubera, very pleased with him, granted him that varam, that wish of his, and while he was looking at him, Dhruva was looking at him, he disappeared. And Dhruva also returned to his own city. So that is Slokam 1 to 9. And then tomorrow we will take up, I think it is, 1 second, 10 through 18. That is Dhruva's rule and renunciation. That with Bhagavan's grace we will take it up tomorrow. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.